Hello and welcome to the Edu-Leaders Show on the Edu Bulletin, where we bring you the latest insights and trends from the world of education. I'm Daisy, and I'm excited to guide you through this episode. We have an esteemed guest joining us, Ms. Nallam Veena Mankoti, Academic Director at VIP Group of Institutions, Hyderabad. In our interview, she shares her positive experience at the summit, praising the insightful discussions and sessions, particularly highlighting one on equity and equality. She emphasizes the importance of student-centered learning and fostering happiness within the school environment. Additionally, she discusses engaging parents in school activities without making them burdensome, highlighting proactive communication and parent involvement initiatives at her institution, ultimately aiming to create a strong emotional bond between the school and parents. Now, let's move directly into our interview. Over to you, Rumani. Let's hear what Ms. Nallam Veena Mankoti had to say.
So we have with us Ms. Veena Mankoti, Academic Director, VIP Group of Institutions, Hyderabad. Welcome to the summit, ma'am, and how's your experience being here?
Thank you so much. I have been associated with Times to Grow for last 2 years. Last year also it was a wonderful program organized with good panel discussions, and also the in between the eminent personalities who were called, they had given a good insight. Today I was really impressed about the session of equity and equality by principal of HPS. And moreover, to add on, I mean, the panel discussions, what we look forward for such conferences is how much of takeaway we have with the personal experiences of the principals doing wonderful work in their respective schools. So it was a great, experience today, and I'm wishing times to grow more, come frequently to Hyderabad to meet us. So this is what is the experience today. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So I can see that you have received 2 certificates of appreciation today. So tell me about it and which categories you have been honored and what different you have been doing at your institution.
Okay. So, first of all, for the last 5 years, I have been, actively called or invited for the panel discussions. And today, I was an eminent speaker of the first panel with a topic of student-centered learning, how important it is for the school. So my thought and what we do in our school is more than students getting into SEL, we guide our teachers on regular Saturday basis to get into the student-centered learning, and we give them lot of tools, lot of ideas, and we have a discussion. A similar kind of a platform is created in the school environment where all teachers become the students and they get into the student-centered learning. That was one thing which we do, and I also totally focus in my school about the happiness quotient, which is very important. The moment the child or educator or any member of the school family comes, they need to have a smile on the face, and that happiness percolates down to the classroom. So these are two important key factors. We also talk a lot about social emotional learning, the connect that the educators and the students have, that makes all the wonders. These are small things that we do.
Absolutely. And also, I would like to, talk about a lot of co-curricular activities that, have been introduced lately in the schools. But, many of time we have noticed that these activities are, the students are not able to do, but their parents are, participating in that. And there is so much burden sometimes that, parents have to, yes, to the parents. So in that scenario, how can we, make this more even for the parents as well so that they can engage but happily, not as a burden?
So when it comes to the co-curricular activities, or let's say the regular activities that we conduct in the school, we first share the information to the parents ahead of time, that these are the activities that we are going to conduct, and rather the activities are there in the almanac, in the calendar, because the parents are aware that okay, this month we are going to do this color day for pre-primary, or in the month of July we are having the literary fest in the school, and accordingly the parent has an information that my child will be participating in this, so they also take part in guiding the child back home, and in the school we give a proper regular information update to the parents. So in my school, in our school, we do not have any hassle from the parent, rather they are very proactive to get the best participation done by their respective child. Yeah, and we do organize Parent Connect program on Saturdays, and a collective program of student and parent taking part in certain activities to have a very good rapport with the parents, because ultimately we feel if we are making the child happy, even parent has a right to be happy, and that way we have a very good emotional bonding with the parents. The parents who take admission in nursery, they let the child be there in the school till 10th, so that kind of a vibe is there in the school.
Yes, absolutely, ma'am. And being a parent myself, I can really relate to that. So thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your thoughts. And it was great to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being associated with Times to Grow. All the best to the team. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for joining us for this enlightening discussion. We hope you found it as insightful and inspiring as we did.